Hello, good evening. This is your YouTube channel, Rosalind Solomon, Yahweh God's YouTube channel, and I am your host, Apostle Rosalind Solomon, and today is November 18th, 2022. And I know y'all gonna be like, well, who is she? Who am I to speak? But I want to because it's just ridiculous. Why is everybody getting cancel culture because they want to tell the truth who the Hebrews are? Now you got Dave Chappelle getting in trouble, right? For taking up Kanye and Irving. Then you got these other basketball players that's being suspended that's backing uh Kyrie Irving. And then they're saying that Kyrie Irving said something wrong. What did the man say wrong? All he did was put a link up to the movie on Amazon that from Jews to Negroes, or what is it, Hebrews to Negroes, something like that, right? I haven't seen the movie yet, but I did pay for it on Amazon. I just haven't looked at it yet, right? And they keep saying that he said something wrong. He was anti-Semitic. And I was listening to this Jewish man, and he was like, none of them are anti-Semitic. They're telling the truth. And he was explaining how there's two different types of Jews. There's the Zionist Jews, and then there's the Jews that believe in Yeshua. And he admitted that all the African people in the continent of Africa and the black people all over the world, especially in America, we are the original Israelites, the original ones, right? So why is all these famous black men getting cancel culture? For what? They didn't say nothing wrong. Now Kanye, he opened his mouth. He did, saying that you know what. But Kerry Irving, Dave Chappelle, and all the rest of them, what? I mean, just because Kerry, but you know what, guys? They're not realizing this, but this is making people stop and say, okay, there's some truth to the Israelites being the colored people. Because if not, why would they be canceling these rich, famous athletes and rappers for saying the truth or sharing a video that speaks the truth? Why are they canceling these men? Why are they trying to bankrupt them? Why is it such a ruckus? So obviously there's some truth, because if there wasn't any truth in this, who would care? Even the scholars have said that the African colored people were the first on the planet, and that everything originates from Africa. We even know Israelite is the titanic borderline of Africa over there in Israel. I've been there. It's hot as heck. We all know Egypt is part of Africa, even parts of Russia, right? So it's documented. It's thousands of books out here. It's history. You cannot refute who the true Israelites are anymore. It's even in your Bible. But yet they want to cancel every person that speaks this truth. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if they can cancel these rich black people, these rich black men, if they can cancel them and bankrupt them and try and get them to turn around and say that they really don't believe it, and they're sorry and this and that, then maybe they think that us black folks, colored folks, would think that we're not. But the bottom line is this, guys. The truth is coming out. I told y'all last year, God said this was going to happen, and they were going to fight like tooth and nail to abort this, but they can't. Because y'all cannot come back until the first people on the planet get right. The first people on the planet is black African people, Jamaicans, even the Dominicans were black before they became Dominicans. Us here in America, all over the place. We are the first on the planet. We are the first church. Yah said he gonna come back and clean his church up first. We are the first church, and all who are grafted in, like it says in Romans 8, no matter what your color is now, white, Spanish, Latino, whatever. And then if you accept God, you're grafted in, as it says in Romans 8, so you are Israelite as well. You know what I mean? So until the black people learn who they are, get woke up, and accept the truth of who they are, y'all can't come back. That's the bottom line. And he said, those who are first will be last, and those who are last will be first. We already know who the lowest race is on the planet. It's the brown black people. We're gonna be first. And all them over there, where, and all over the world, they're gonna be last. But y'all can't come back until all truth is said. Book of Daniel and Revelation, God said He's gonna pour His truth and spirit on all beings. So y'all cannot come back into the African black, brown colored people. Recognize who they are, and also the world has to recognize who we are. Right? So once that happens, then that's when y'all can start coming back. He can't come back into the people who are the original Israelites. And we weren't even Israelites. We were Yadians, Ibrick people, like the Ivory Coast of Africa, Negroes, Nigerian River. You know what I mean? So we weren't even Israelites. That's a man-made word too, right? And there was Paleo Hebrew. You know what the Hebrews speak now, what the Jewish people over in Israel and around the world speak now, they speak Yiddish. Yiddish didn't even exist. It was Paleo Hebrew. Do you know that they used to speak Turkish and German and Poland language? And then they went to school to learn how to speak the Hebrew, and they mixed it in with the Turkish and German language that they learned and called it Yiddish. They don't even know what Paleo Hebrew is, which was what was spoken before they even tried to turn themselves into the Jewish people. You know, do your history, buy books like I did. You'll learn a lot. You know, so just pray. You know, people continue to wake up, and that the birthing of God will be birthed, and it will not be stopped. It will not be stopped. And you don't hate people. You know, the people over in Israel and all over the world who are Jewish, you know, and they think that they're the real ones, you know, a lot of them is deceived too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hate there. You know, they could be grafted in. And then another thing the Lord told me was they was going to do. Eventually they're going to start accepting this fact, who we are. But they're going to set up different things like programs and things that they could get us involved in, and they're going to make us feel like they're doing us a favor by making us feel special, when in fact, nah, they the ones that should be feeling like we doing them a favor, because we the true Yadian people, Israelites, right? So they're going to be making up programs, you know, so a lot of these black folks can fall for the okie doke, for the deception, you know, and they're going to find a way to make money off of you. You know, saying you could pay to be in this Jewish membership, you can go to this Jewish school, you could join this Jewish church. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna find a way to extort the black people and still try and make money off us like they've been doing forever. So don't fall for the okie doke. And don't start, you know, worshiping like they worship. You just continue to worship Yah the way you worshiping him now, like your ancestors did. You know what I mean? So I just thought, you know, that I should speak about this. And this is no disrespect nor anti-Semitic toward any of the Jewish people in Israel or around the world. I love everybody. And the book of Romans 8 says anybody could be grafted in that want God. You know what I mean? Right? And if you want to still call they still want to be the Jewish people, they can still be Jewish people. But we have to be acknowledged as the correct Israelites, Yadians, Ibrick people of the Ivory Coast of Africa, the Negroes of Nigeria, and the Zulu tribe, you know, and all these other tribes, Ethiopia. And that's another thing. You know, in Israel, they accept Ethiopians. How can you accept one tribe and not accept the rest? Come on now, somebody talk to me. How can you accept the Ethiopians and you don't accept the rest of the tribes over there that we originate from, that our genetic genes and bloodline leads all the way back to? So I just wanted to come on here and say these things so that you guys can pray. Much love and shalom.